Welcome to Zen in 10. This is Jessica, your guide for a peaceful pause in your busy world. Today we're going to be starting in seated position, and we're going to begin by just unwinding from the busy schedule that you may have come from and starting to bring our focus and our attention on the present moment. Simply breathe in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Slowing down the mind, breathing in peace with every breath, and exhaling anything that's holding you back from being completely in the present. Just starting to roll the wrists out here, rotating them in either direction. Switching sides. Bringing one hand out and forward. Take your other hand, just slightly pulling back, stretching the wrists, and then stretching them back. And the other side. Starting to loosen up, especially if you work at a computer or anything where you're using your hands a lot. So go ahead and stretch up to the sky. Doing a side body stretch, ground your right hand into your mat. And start to slide that left hand up to the sky, kind of looking up at the crook of your elbow to deepen the stretch. Now grounding that left hand into the mat, sending that right hand up and over. Again, moving your gaze to the crook of that right shoulder, deepening that right side body stretch. Now to warm up the legs, you're simply going to bring them forward and bring your left leg across your body, just kind of cradling it here. Continuing to breathe. Lengthening the legs, sending the right one towards the body. And go ahead and kind of shake it out here. Starting to rise. We're going to go into tabletop here, stacking our hips over our knees, our shoulders over our wrists, tucking the toes, driving those hips back into downward facing dog. Walking your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, root to rise. And I'm going to turn here so you can see what I'm doing, but we're going to play with balance today. So we're going to root our right foot into the mat, and we're going to start to warm up into eagle pose. So what we want to do here is, if you can, if you have the flexibility or you are a little more advanced in your mobility, you're going to send your left foot over the right. Now it might be here, or you can continue to wrap that right foot around the left calf. If you can be here, amazing, please do. If not, you might simply drop that left toe right over the right ankle here. And I'm going to send it all the way back and around. Now my left leg is over, so I'm going to have my right hand in front. The left arm swoops under my right and around, and I'm going to hook my left fingers into my right thumb. So this is where we are starting in our eagle position, and then you're going to slowly drop those hips into a squat. It helps if you pick a point along the opposite side of the wall there or outside that's not moving, something focal to keep your gaze on, to keep your balance. And breathe. See if you can sink a little lower. Slowly starting to rise. Unwrapping that leg, unwrapping that hand. Shake it out for me here. Maybe rotating the heel a bit, the ankle. Moving the other side, set up. And then bringing that left leg, rooting that into your mat, into the foundation beneath you. Distributing your weight into all four corners of that left foot. We're going to now send this right leg over the left. Now, whatever you chose to do on the opposite side, see if you can take that here. It's very normal to have one side that's tighter than the other, but we always want to seek balance. So go ahead and try. I'm going to wrap this foot around the left. You can see I'm a little less stable on this side. And then, because I'm wrapping my right over my left, I'm going to take my left here and I'm going to wrap now my right across underneath, sweeping the right fingers around my left thumb, my left hand thumb. I'm going to start to sink into my seat, practicing balance. This engages so many of those little muscles that we don't use unless we are seeking balancing asanas, balancing movements in the gym. These are so important to keep us upright. As we begin to age, balance is going to be crucial for stability, for longevity. Continuing to breathe here. Sink a little deeper if you can. Start to come up. That one was not so graceful for me, but that's why we practice every day. Unwrap your leg here. Simply shaking it out again, loosening up that calf here. I'm going to do some ankle rotations. I'm going to do this on the other side. And then I'm just going to open up my stance wide here. So going ahead and bringing my toes still pointing out forward, but a wider stance. I'm going to begin to hinge at the hips, wide-legged forward fold. Bringing the hands down onto the mat. You can let your head hang here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over. We're going to begin to simply walk our hands to the right foot, widening out our stance more. Side lunge. Your heels might both be planted on the mat. Maybe your right heel might lift a little bit. That's completely normal. It'll depend on your flexibility. And breathe here for a moment, finding that length, finding that stretch throughout the left side. And we're going to walk back now to the left leg. First meeting in the center. And slowly guiding our hands to that left foot. Again, one side's going to be tighter than the other. My left heel, it might be difficult to see, but it's picking up a little further. I have more space between my heel and the mat here. That just teaches me I need to practice more on my left side. Breathe in here. Start to walk those hands back to the center. Deepen that forward fold. Begin to rise. Star pose. I'm going to heel toe my feet back forward. Setting up for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Simply begin to sit down onto the mat. just have to move a bug here. There we go. And then grab your knees, hugging them into your chest, lower to your mat, one vertebrae at a time. Meeting in our final resting pose, Shavasana. Take all the time that you possibly can here. If you have 1 minute, please take 60 seconds. If you have 5, 10 minutes, take all the time you need to simply breathe and rest and find stillness. Until next time, namaste.